Hello students, welcome to our session, and today we are taking our chapter number 7. The chapter name is soil. In our previous session we have discussed about the chapter number 6. Now in this chapter we will discuss about the things for the soil. In our previous session, in our previous lectures, we have discussed about the nutrients, how we will get the nutrients. We get nutrients from the food. If we want to stay healthy, then we have to eat different types of food which give us balanced diet, which call balanced diets, which give us all types of nutrients. And how we will get the food? We get food by using the soil at the how, because all type of food will be grow in farm using the soil. So soil is also important in our life. If we want get food to do different types of activities, then it is possible by using the help of soil. In this chapter they give us the some types of points. Using these points we will learn about the soil, how soil is important for us, how soil useful to us. You can see here I have written here types of soil. We have also some types in soil. For example, first is sandy soil. First is sandy soil, then after we have clay soil and loam. We have different three types of soil available to us. We can see three types in soil. First is sandy soil, then clay soil and also loam. All types of soil are different to each other according to their features. Using their types we will get their benefits according to their features. First, sandy soil. Sandy soil does not hold moisture. You always observe the sandy soil when we go at the beach, at any river, then we will see that sandy soil are available. In sandy soil, they are not does not hold moisture. They always stay dry. So we will not grow plants there properly, because the plants do not get their fertilizing soil there, because the sandy soil does not hold moisture. So they want to fertilizer method after some times. Then other type is clay soil. Clay soil is some different from the sandy soil. Clay soil is usually rich in nutrients compared to sandy soil, because it can hold moisture. Sandy soil does not hold moisture, but clay soil hold moisture. So clay soil is rich in nutrients compared to sandy soil, but it forms hard lumps when wet. When the atmosphere will become hot, then it affected the crops. Clay soil is hold moisture, but sometimes when the atmosphere getting hot, it also affected on the crops, because it forms hard lumps when wet. Then our other type is loam. Loam is very fertile soil for crops. Loam can hold moisture and rich in nutrients. Compared to our second time clay soil, loam is hold more nutrient, more moisture. So loam is also rich in nutrients. So students, in soil we can see here three types are available. Which three types? Sandy soil, clay soil and also loam. Then soil formation. In our previous session we have discussed about the how soil form, about the rocks. When the rocks are break down by some components like wind, water, they run away with the flow of water and stay there where stay any place where they get placed and start to form soil. Using this process, the soil is formed. This is called the soil formation, where any type of rock break down by naturally components like wind and water, and then they go away with the flowing, with the flow of water. Then after they they make format of soil. This process is called soil formation, and this process is done using 1,000 years for formate the soil. This is also called the weathering. When the soil formation is done, this process is also called weathering. For soil formation, we use 1,000 years for this process. Composition of soil. Composition of soil, that means some types of components which are very useful to us for fertility of soil. Composition of soil useful in us to us in many ways. When we want better grow of plants, better fertilization soil, then these type of components are very useful to us. Soil particles, then humus, minerals, water and air. They are different types of components, and also we have organisms like earthworms, snail, insects and other microorganisms like bacteria, which are very useful to us. They are also fungi are found in soil. Among these, earthworms are very useful, very helpful to us by fertilizing the soil, because they bury in soil. They bury in soil, turn it and so make it loose. And they also pick up the fertilizer of the soil. How? They go deeper in the soil to the surface and take some types of nutrients which are available deep side in the soil and make the soil fertile. So they are also called the farmer's friend, because always earthworms help the farmer to fertilize the soil, so they are also called the farmer's friend. Then we have other topics: soil erosion. Due to natural factors, we have also some types of natural factors like strong wind, then rain and running water. The top layer of soil. In soil, you can see the different types of layer available. The uppermost layer is called the top layer of the soil. This top layer of the soil often blow or washed away with the wind or water. This removal of top fertile soil by wind, water or other factor is known as soil erosion. In soil erosion, the fertility which are available on the top layer of the soil will flow away with the flow of wind or water, and the soil become erosion. Soil get erosion process. This is called the soil erosion process. In this process, we will lose the fertility of the soil, because in the top layer the fertility stay there. In the top layer it is lose away with the wind and water. We have some factors which are done soil erosion. For example, wind, water, deforestation and other causes. By wind, how? By wind? Due to wind, a lot of soil is blown away. By wind, a lot of soil is blown away, especially in deserts area. Especially in desert area, because we can see in desert area there are no much of trees are available there, so they have soil fertility, lose their fertility easily, because the roots of the plants will catch the fertility of the soil, but they have not more amount of trees are available there. So it is also very done in deserts area almost. Strong winds carry a lot of sand with them and deposit them in the form of sand dunes on the fertile layer of the land. Then other component is the other factor is water. Water causes soil erosion in two ways. Water is also causes the soil erosion. It do in two ways due to rain and due to running water. Due to rain and due to running water. In the monsoon season, when the rain is fall down with the flow of the water, we can also lose the many types of fertility, a much type of fertility from the soil. Heavy rainfall result in the removal of top soil. This has a worse effect in hilly regions. In hilly regions, we can see the soil erosion is most of done by the rainfall. Has worse effect in hilly regions. Water flows as a great speed down of the hills and loosens the particles of soil in hilly areas is almost done there. This results in washing away of the nutrients rich soil. The top layer of the soil, which have nutrients in their top layer, they lose the nutrients which are available there by the flow of the air soil, making the land branches of the nutrient rich soil and making the land barren after losing soil fertility. It became a barren. Moving water like a river flowing down a hill also washes away a lot of nutrients, topsoil and mud along with it. By the blow of the water, heavy rainfall always lose by heavy rainfall, soil always lose their fertility and lose their nutrients which stay in top layer of the soil. Also in your textbooks, there are given some activities which are helpful to us to know about how the soil lose their fertility, lose their nutrients by the blow of the air. They give us some types of activities. You can also read your activities in your textbooks. They tell us they put a dish on the table below side of the fan. Then on the fan, how will you observe? You will observe the soil will flow away because of the air of the fan. Like this, the top layer of the soil will flow away because of the wind. Okay. Then we have also deforestation. In deforestation, we can see the excessive cutting of trees, or deforestation is one of the chief reason of soil erosion. It is also because we can see called as cheap erosion, because it is also done by, they are also done by the people, human being, which want to stay here and there. They want to make different types of companies, different types of buildings, so they cut down the trees. It is also dangerous for us, because if we lose the trees, amount of the trees are dangerous for us. If we cut down the trees, we also lose the fertility of the soil because of the some reason. So deforestation is also a one type of factor which effect on soil erosion. The roots of the tree holds the soil particles. The roots of the trees hold the soil particles firmly. In the absence of trees, soil is that areas become quite loose and can easily be broken away by wind and water, because they have no roots to hold their fertility. So the fertility of the soil will easily flow away with the flow of water and wind, and the soil will lose their fertility in this way also. Then we have also some types of other causes which effect on soil erosion. Overgrazing by sheep and cattle also causes soil erosion. Then we have also different types of work, different types of situation. Using this situation, the soil also lose their fertility. This all called the soil erosion. So in soil erosion, we have some types of factors which are done soil erosion. First is wind, then water, then deforestation and other causes. If you want fertility of soil, if you want much nutrients are available in soil, then try to stop this factor which affected in soil erosion. So we have three types of soil. Which three types? First is sandy soil, clay soil, and also other is loam, which they have different features. According to their features we will get the different crops. Then soil formation, how the soil is formed, then composition of soil and soil erosion. So soil is very important to us. Now we will look our next topic, which is given in our textbook, about the soil conservation. We have discussed about the soil conservation. In soil conservation, so far we have learned about the soil is important as a natural resource for sustaining life on the earth. If we want better crops from farm for getting food to us, then soil conservation is also very useful to us, because we have some types of factors which erodes the soil. How we can stop soil erosion? They give us some process. Using this process we will stop the erosion of soil. We can catch the fertility of the soil. Hence, it is responsibility of mankind. It is responsibility of mankind to preserve the soil and avoid losing it as much as possible. This protection of soil is and its prevention against erosion is known as soil conservation. The process which we use to stop the erosion of soil, this process is called the soil conservation. For this we have to plant more trees. If we want more plants, then they help us to catch the fertility of the soil, because the roots of the plants, trees are hold the fertility of the soil. So they are helpful to us to stop the soil erosion. Then we have also terrace farming. In some places, at hilly areas, in hilly regions, we can see they use terrace farming, because terrace farming is also helpful to us to get the better crops, and also helpful to us to soil erosion. The erosion of the soil along the river banks can be prevented to some extent by building dams. Building dams are also useful to us in this way. These dams controls the speed and amount of flowing water. How dams helpful to us? Dams always control the flow of the water, which are useful to us to avoid the fertility or lose the fertility of the soil. Then cattle graze on grass and small plants which cover piece of land. Thus they expose the top layer, because in top layer we can see the fertility of the soil will stay in the top layer of the soil, and if we grow the small plants on the soil, so the plants will catch the fertility of the soil which remain in the top layer of the soil. So they are also helpful to us to avoid the loss of fertility of the soil, help for the soil conservation to stop the soil erosion. Therefore, grazing should be allowed only in some particular areas, especially meant for eat. The other areas should be protected by from grazing also. Then we have tetanus. In tetanus, one type of disease which we can see in human being. These type of disease are also very dangerous for us. In tetanus are also called the lockjaw. These type of disease we can see in human being. If any type of person will affected by this disease, this type of person also cause death, because this is dangerous for human being. In tetanus, you can see it is an infection that affected the nervous system, that affects our nervous system and leads to severe shrinkings of the body. It is caused by a bacteria. These type of disease we will get from the bacteria, and which is very dangerous for us. Tetanus occurs all over the world. Its spores are found in the environment, usually in soil, dust, and animal waste. The bacteria which affected by the bacteria by which we will affect in tetanus, this type of bacteria we will get from the soil, from the environment, usually in soil, and also dust and animal waste of animal. Then tetanus infection, the spores of tetanus bacterium enter a human body. It enter in our human body through an open cut and or wound. When we get any type of cut and wound, then always protect this cut and wound, because if we get bacteria from this cut and wound, then we will affected by the tetanus. Upon their entry, they produce a powerful nerve poison because it affects all our nervous system. This poison spreads inside the body, especially in the spinal cord, and causes paralysis and other types of problems in our body if we get this type of disease. So we have also some types of prevention of this disease. We have vaccine available there. This type of vaccine also called a DPT. In children, this vaccine is almost compulsory. If we want to protect yourself from this type of disease, so always use this vaccine called DPT. Then proper cleaning of cuts and wounds. When you get any type of cuts or wounds on your body, then always clean first them by using any antiseptic solution and use any antibiotic, because if we will not proper cleaning the cuts and wounds, then the bacteria will enter from these cut and wounds and we will suffer from the tetanus. The injection of this is also available in market. From the doctor we can get this from hospital. This injection is very helpful to us because it must be given after any injury. If we will get any injury, then we will get this injection from the hospital, because it protects us from this type of disease, because it is very dangerous for us. It affected by the bacteria and go in our spray whole our body and affected our nervous system also. So when you want to do any type of work outside of your home with the help of any other objects, so be careful. When you do any type of work, be careful. If you get any major cut and wound on your body, then protect your body first. Wash your cut and wound without any antiseptic solution, then protect these and call to the doctor and go to the hospital and take the proper help of doctor for this wound or cut, because sometimes a small injury are small injury is also very dangerous for us. So always protect yourself and protect your body. So in this chapter, first we have learned about the soil. How many types of soil we have? We have 3 types of soil: sandy soil, then clay soil, and also loam, which are very useful to us. Then soil erosion, where we have many types of factors which affected in soil erosion, and then how we will stop the soil erosion and for soil conservation is done. Then we have tetanus, one type of disease which is very dangerous for us. So in this season our chapter number 7 is finished here. If you have any query, then try to read your textbooks. In your textbooks they are given more information for us which are very useful to us. They have also given some types of activities which are also very useful to us. Try to read and try to understand it. Now we will meet in our next session. Till then, take care.